The evening of Sarah's work party wasn't about me. It revolved entirely around her. She'd been talking about it non-stop for weeks, a perfect opportunity to mingle with colleagues and impress the higher-ups at her marketing firm. My role was clear: stand by her, composed and supportive, never upstage her. I put on a sharp, tailored suit, carried myself with quiet assurance, and prepared to let her shine. The venue buzzed with music, laughter, and the murmur of conversations. Sarah radiated confidence as she greeted familiar faces, introducing me here and there. Most exchanged polite nods and small talk, the usual formalities. Then Daniel showed up. Tall, self-assured, a smug half-smile that screamed entitlement. He shook my hand with just enough force to test me. "So, you're Sarah's husband?" he asked, as if I didn't belong. I kept my expression neutral. "That's right," I said. His eyes scanned me, a smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. "Must be nice, not sweating the grind while your spouse climbs the corporate ladder." His jab was subtle, but heavy with intent. Sarah stiffened beside me. I didn't flinch. Men like him thrived on reactions, and I wasn't giving one. But Daniel didn't stop. Over the next half hour, his remarks sharpened. Jokes about marrying above my station, about Sarah deserving someone ambitious, comments suggesting I couldn't grasp the pressures of a cutthroat career. Each barb drew attention, forced laughs, shifting glances. Sarah tried to pivot the conversation, yet he circled back, relentless. Finally, glass in hand, a little too tipsy, he leaned close and delivered the line he'd been building toward. "In crowds like this, it's survival of the fittest. Some people just fade into the background." He glanced at Sarah, testing her reaction. That was his mistake. I set my glass down slowly, locking eyes with him, calm and unshaken. "You're right, Daniel. Not everyone can handle competition. But I've spent the past 10 years in one that makes this look like playtime." His head tilted, doubt flickering in his eyes. "Oh yeah? Doing what?" A small, measured smile touched my lips. "Special forces. 10 years overseas. Then private security consulting for high-profile clients. Office politics. Child's play in comparison. So forgive me if your idea of competition doesn't impress me much." For the first time that night, his cocky grin faltered. Color drained from his face as a hush fell over the circle around us. Nervous chuckles spread, but Daniel had lost control. He mumbled something about joking and turned to his drink, avoiding me entirely. Beneath the table, Sarah squeezed my hand, quiet, unmistakable gratitude. For the rest of the evening, Daniel kept his distance. When he did speak, it was cautious, polite, stripped of earlier bravado. Witnesses were intrigued, asking about my work and travels. I offered vague answers. This wasn't my stage to boast, it was a moment to show one man that appearances deceive. Later, walking to the car, Sarah chuckled softly. "You didn't have to tell him everything." I glanced at her, a grin forming. I didn't, just enough. On the drive home, I reflected on judgment at face value. Daniel had seen someone ordinary, ripe for belittling. What he hadn't realized. The most capable rarely announce themselves, they let their presence speak. That night, I was content to let him learn that firsthand. From then on, at office events, Daniel's behavior became almost comical, overly polite, cautious, giving me a wide berth, unsure of how little he truly knew. I held no grudge, but I doubt he ever forgot the night he misjudged me.